Look at Japanese
Portable. I see
subs.
portable.
Yeah. Portable is
This
in.
software is for the PSP.
So
Make sure to play in a well-lit room.
yeah, not really. The PSP's got a pretty good. I don't know. I like its backlit screen. It's pretty sweet. So you guys must be asking yourself, "Whoa, is this what I think it is?" It is definitely what you think it is. And man, was it ever the bitch to get a hold of? So
I still can't get a hold of it, and I don't really try that hard because I get lazy really quickly, but I sometimes every once in a while say I should get that. I should get that. 'Cause it originally came out on Saturn, right?
yes,
Man.
and yeah, and plus we didn't we send a Saturn your way?
I do have a Saturn, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was just playing. I asked Sarah about it. Sarah, do you remember the game I had to text you about? The game that was originally made by the people that did that, and then they did Metal Slug.
Oh,
in the Hunt.
In the Hunt,
yeah.
yeah. I bought that, and I had asked Sarah if it was good, and he's like, "Well, check out the review." I had to YouTube
Kaite
it,
Dai
but-
Senso, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
really good.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, the slowdown. I mean, it can't really handle a lot, but it's still really cool to play. It's just cool to see what it was before, they got into Metal Slug. But that's a different topic altogether. We're checking out Princess Crown.
Yeah,
And I'm excited to see it because I need to get it for the Saturn, but you're playing it on PSP right now?
Yes, I am. It's redefined for the PSP. It honestly, it looks magnitudes better. Not to discredit the Saturn, because I love my Saturn. But does this look familiar to you guys?
Yeah, I know.
In fact, at first I was just like, wow. So I really don't know what sense to make of this.
Going
but,
back to the well, Vanillaware.
Yeah, but like I thought to myself, I wonder if can I do this? And as I keep going, yep, I can do it.
There we go. Got the cat.
You want this kitty, old boy? Fucking
nope.
I don't, yeah, all right. Nobody wants this kitty. But yeah, I think it's sweeter that you have an old woman read it to because you're so small, and it kind of makes me think. Is it the same little girl from Odin Sphere? Because the little girl in Odin Sphere has grown up.
It might be.
That would be cool. I think it'd be a cool callback.
Yeah. But as you guys may have noticed, we imported this to the Japanese PSN network. So we never got it stateside, which I still, for the fucking life of me, I don't understand why.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. Because this game wasn't exactly like, I mean, it had a fun. It's kind of like the Sin and Punishment of its day. Like, magazines romanticized it. Like, it was brought up online several points. Like, Sony and Atlus could have made a pretty good killing, like, bringing it on PSP. But yeah, man, the guy's.
I don't know, but look how long it took for them to get, Sin and Punishment out in the States. I mean, I just don't think that back then when this was out on the Saturn or any other system, PSP even. Because when did this come out on PSP? And
I know. I'll have to check the year.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I was lost in that wizard Super Saiyan beard.
Yeah.
It's got like he's just got some wicked wizardry going on in that facial hair.
I just think now it's so much easier to get something like that stateside because you have stuff like the internet and you have the word of mouth. I just don't think you would have had that originally with when these games were first made available.
What's the princess name? Elfran? Am I saying that right?
This one's the queen. But yeah, she has like a stupid fucking name. It's Gradiel? Gradriel? Gradadriel.
Grimmer. Nailed it.
Yes. Thank you. 2005 is when it showed up on PlayStation Portable.
Yeah.
So
it should have been stateside by then, but that's maybe one day. Maybe we'll get a Vanillaware collection. You can dream.
Right? Like,
I'd like to see it, but I doubt it'll ever happen, but a guy can dream.
Yeah, but, yeah, it's Gradriel de Valendia. So, fucking, basically, this is the princess being crowned, like one of the more officiative types, I would assume. I don't know. It starts with her story. They're not. The story itself is still pretty unclear. It like nothing really serious goes on even within the first couple hours. It's just a princess fucking around. It's not.
I can't understand any of it.
Well, I mean, like I said, I looked up the plot a little bit, which is cool. It has like a very like the conventions of an anime is really set into it to where like there's a lot of like whimsical stuff that kind of opens up the stage for more serious shit to happen. But yeah, so far, really, and like I could go ahead and translate this for you guys, but there's not a whole lot really going on. It's just the introduction of the princess, and then basically people acknowledging like, "Whoa, I'm so happy to see that you've come of age."
The princess's name would be pronounced Galadriel.
Galadriel.
Yeah.
There's no L in it though.
The L in Aaron is ambiguous, but it makes more sense to say it that way.
It does. I mean, I did say John Leguizamo, and I can't exactly live that down.
I forgot about that. Good times.
But anyway, any fucking way. Also, notice, because these are the limitations, that's an armless old man with one arm missing, right? He's got a little nub. There, which is great. Either I want to say it's a nub, or he's just got his arms like old man style. I couldn't tell, but the fact that when like they mirrored his sprite, that they like put the nub on the other arm always made me laugh. But again, I can't really tell. I don't know. I think these visuals and this design was a little too ambitious. Even like for the PSP to recreate in the Saturn. I mean, it looked good, but like. Strike me down. I'm sure Sarah will be the first, but like Odin Sphere, I think aged pretty well. This not so much. I don't know. There's something about it that
I think comparing it to other Vanillaware games, it's not really fair though. You know what I mean? That's really what we're doing, I think, when you compare it to other Vanillaware games. Yeah, I mean, they all look really great, and you know, I just think you can't really do that though. That's like comparing Super Mario 3D World with the original Super Mario Brothers, you know.
Yeah.
But does the gameplay stack up? That's the thing. I mean, we're kind of watching a lot of cutscenes, but we haven't seen a whole lot of gameplay yet. Does the gameplay hold up at all?
I think it's weird because honestly, you guys will see it. I mean, I applaud it for fucking going about the way it does. But here we go. As you'll see, they kind of separate everything into like a 2D fighting style. Like basically there's no plane of movement or anything. It's all quarter circles and whatnot. And like I will say this, that I felt like I had more control over doing some of the special commands than I did in Odin Sphere. But they haven't introduced it yet because this is a tutorial fight, but you'll get winded just like you do in Odin Sphere. I don't think it's to the same degree though. But yeah, man, it gets pretty intense here. I will say though that the one nod that I'll just throw that dagger.
Yep.
Fucking, the one nod that I'll give to Odin Sphere that it was able to do that, this not so well. I mean, you'll see it later that it kind of does it. The Princess Crown doesn't handle multiple enemies on screen as far as like fighting multiple dudes. It's mostly one-on-one affairs. In the situations where I did fight multiple enemies, it was because they were smaller, like minion-like creatures that were summoned from the bigger target. So I don't know. It's weird. It kind of feels like a fighting game RPG in a sense, but
a little bit. Yeah, that sounds right. Kind of reminds me of like River City Ransom, where you had like only one or two guys on the screen.
Yeah, and like like I said, I dig the simplicity of it, and I also dig like the refined control, because like in that situation, I definitely had like way more control, so it was great. But it's weird because at some point, like, and you'll see it soon. Oh wow, my cat's going nuts.
Oh no. Cat's beating itself up again.
Sorry,
That's
Justin.
purple,
I'm out of here.
Wait, what now?
Oh, the old man's name is Justin.
Oh, you can translate that?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Seems like a very normal name for a wizard like that.
Definitely, right?
Like, man, your beard is rocking. You're a mystical wizard. What's your name? Tom? Tom Beard?
Tom Petty.
Yeah. Oh, man, that'd be even better. He could play refugee. I'd be all right with that.
Talk to the guard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so here in the castle, it's got, introduction similar to Odin Sphere. I mean, so far, you guys see what I mean when it's seriously like Odin Sphere the beginning?
Yeah, it's kind of dead on.
Yeah,
it's like a princess instead of a Valkyrie.
So basically, I'll have to talk to like my sisters and other members of the royal family to basically unlock. So eventually, I'm gonna have to hit the door second to the far left. So I just passed the door I needed to go to. But everybody's pretty much asked me why I'm up late, and everybody's kind of reminding me of my place, and my new responsibilities, and what I'll have to do. This dude lets me
mentioned
rest.
your father.
Yeah, which, funny enough, they never really mentioned him like a whole lot or endearingly, because the queen is the real hero. She's the one that stopped that demon that we saw in the introductory scene. Yeah, I will like the issue that I took with Odin Sphere being heavy on the exposition. I think they were kind of trying to compensate for the like minimal exposition in Princess Crown, but I like this. I like how, it's just some text here and there. I've got a general idea of what the conflict is, the plot, and there isn't a whole lot. I mean, when the detail needs to introduce itself, it'll introduce itself. Until then, like, I'm just kind of getting a bearing for everything. I feel like fucking Odin Sphere slapped you in the face would be like, oh, we must fight the Fairy Queen and do all this. Like, dude, like within the first hour, there was an information overload. So yeah, I'm just talking to my sister, just, hanging out. I looked a little disappointed there. But yeah, when we get to the map, you'll kind of see it, because it's I don't know. I hate to be the like negative Nancy, because like this is our third.
Who is Ariel?
I believe Ariel is one of her sisters. See, and like, thank
How
God
many
we have
sisters does she
Sarah.
have?
Dude,
How
they're
many
royal.
sisters?
Bro,
Man,
they're royal, dog. Yeah, I believe she's the correct sister that I needed to speak with, because after I spoke with so many of them, it will allow me to go ahead and kind of move on. And that's when you like meet one of the other primary characters, which is a fairy. Yeah, here we go.
They all have the same naming structure too. They all end in real at the end.
Yeah, you know what it kind of reminds me of now that you mentioned that?
Shiriel and Ariel.
Little Mermaid.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, because man, King Titan, he was kind of a whore. He made tons of little girls.
I love her walk animation. It's great. It's just like this super confident stride.
I don't like the way her legs don't bend.
leaving the dust behind her.
Yeah, she walks like an ostrich.
Dat March, what?
Oh man, no, that's a strut.
Nose in the air.
Right there. That's a
yeah.
strut.
She's got it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where I'm putting my place. I'm like, where do you think you're going?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think you are going? Yeah, but anyway,
back.
And it's funny too, because the translation says, I'm just out for some fresh air. And I'm just like, no, you need to go up to your room, Your Highness. Like, I don't know. It's but this is where we're introduced to the first portion of Princess Crown and a primary character,
Alia.
Yes. So this fairy is essentially coming to an aid of the famous princess hero. She's basically talking about her mom, but you know, fairies are fucking timeless. They don't really have a concept of time. So it's Gadriel, or God, I can't say her name, dude. You say her name. Every time I'm about to say her name, I need you to instinctively fill in for me.
Yep.
So
Translator.
Yeah.
Gadriel. Yeah.
Yeah. She.
Now that the R, I see the R. Yeah, Gadriel. Sure.
Gangrel. Is that what you guys are saying? Gangrel. Like the wrestler. like the wrestler.
Yeah, dude. Didn't you know?
Remember that? The Brood?
Dude, the Brood.
Yeah.
I love that he had the puffy shirt from Seinfeld. That always made me smile.
The what?
The puffy shirt, dude. The one with the little... It's got the little poof.
The like frills and stuff. Yeah,
that's the puffy shirt from Seinfeld, dog.
Yes.
Funny enough,
It's
somebody's...
infamous.
Yeah, dude. There's a thrift store here in California outside the outskirts of the Central Valley that has like that framed along with a scene, like a print of the scene from the episode that's respectively in as memorabilia. And it's like $300. So worth it. It hasn't been sold yet, but I'm going to buy it and put it in my fucking house. I really wish that I still had the picture that I took of it too. Oh, what an irresponsible housemaid you are. Couldn't even fucking see that she wasn't in her bed from the doorway. Yeah. Nearsighted ass fucking... Anyway. So, there are 3 main quests that you embark on. So, the very first one that it's gonna have you go on is basically the fairy quest where you're trying to clear the name of the fairies for Nutsville. And here, this is how the game mainly operates. It's like Odin Sphere. It's a web map, except instead of it having like this weird spherical take to it, everything's on a horizontal 2D plane. I'm stocking up. I like this that you can stock up on items and stuff that's interactive within the stage. But yeah, it's like an RPG, fighting game RPG in a sense, and I think it's really cruel that I'm beating up on an extinct ass bird.
Oh damn, the dodo.
Yeah. Damn. And plus, like, what kind of threat are dodos?
Hawaga Tarinai. You're out of power.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which, like I said, it operates very similarly to Odin Sphere in basically watching your combos and your POW meter. This one's more forgiving, though.
Yeah, it's not doing trippy ass Hype William video though on it, so it's not as Odin Sphere.
Yeah. Plus, it only has 1 fucking type of currency.
Oh, that's good. See? That's good to know. Yeah.
Two pieces of gold. Guess where I can spend that? Places that accept gold. So as you can see, I'll fucking fill up on some fruit.
Some heart fruit.
Yeah. So. The one thing that's really confusing, though, is like Muramasa, there are parts within the stage that you have to, specifically go on. Here's Nubless dude again. I don't understand if he has his arms folded behind his back.
He's very proper, yeah.
Yeah. Of course. But, what was I saying? I know I was saying something. Fucking... Here, you can rest at an inn, you can talk to witches and whatnot. I kind of like this setup a little bit more, because this one feels like an overall world. I can go back to the castle and do things. Everything's connected. I felt like in Odin Sphere, there was like this hub world that you transported in and out of, and then like everything was like a stage, which I don't know. I kind of like this more, to be honest. But like for example. Did you see how I entered a building just now?
Yeah.
I did not enter the building in the background. I entered the one in the foreground.
The one you can't see.
Exactly. Very confusing. Very, very confusing. Like you see there's a building there, you know what I mean? But the only indication is quickly, you have to be pixel precise with where you stand. In order to be able to enter the doorway. But here I'm just being told, what the fuck are you doing here, little girl? This is a bar. People waste their lives here. You can even ask for a beer.
Nice.
Yeah. I want to say that maybe this game didn't come through because, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Liberties with stuff, yeah.
Yeah, maybe because it was a little too adult-oriented, because didn't Atlus kind of work out a deal with Sony to bring, this is, Odin Sphere is premeditated for a stateside release. This, not so much, especially the fact that it was originally on Saturn. I think this actually came out on Saturn after it already bombed in the US. Am I right, Sarah?
I'd have to look at the dates, but we had Saturn games all the way through 1999 or 98.
This came out in 97.
Yeah, we had Magic Knight Rayearth after that.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, fair point. That's a pretty early. Well, okay, because the Saturn dropped in 95, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, well,
94 in Japan though.
Yeah. So I guess this wouldn't necessarily be considered an early release. Look at this shit! God damn, why would you have me enter Foregrounds? It bugs me. God damn it. And see, I'm just... Why? Why should it take so much effort to fucking talk to somebody? You can't just stand in front of them. You gotta stand, like not even arm's length, like elbow length.
Yep, right up on top of them.
Okay, and see... Yeah, alright, so those are background buildings. So, here we're going to Nutsville.
What? Wait, is that a euphemism?
No, it's totally not a euphemism.
Okay, gotcha.
They probably specialize in the produce of nuts. I don't really know why. They don't explain it.
Man, this world is just nuts, isn't it?
Wait, what's just nuts?
The whole world? It's just nuts, yeah?
Man.
Yeah.
Oh. Took me a while. Why it took me a while, I don't know.
You used to eventually start blocking it out after a while.
Yeah.
You become immune. You just had someone rip off your treasure.
Yeah. You have to pick up your drops. We'll encounter them sooner enough. Those are goblins. They are constantly stalking you. So, which makes the whole thing really annoying. As you saw, he took the rest of that drop. Because just like doing anything else that involves interaction in this game, it's pixel precise. And like
this.
Yeah.
Grab that corn, do it.
Well, I'm pretty sure like opening this treasure chest isn't like a big deal. Like the treasure chest is pretty. So yeah, this corn. Just
You can't get it. You can't get that.
Can't get it. What?
Out.
And I want to assume that. Oh, okay. I think my inventory is full.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna experiment a little bit here, and there, got it.
That works. Nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got to admit that a little full here. But still, and again, forgive me if it's the language barrier that kind of stops me from figuring it out. But yeah, there's no real clear indication that your shit's full.
That you're full. Yeah.
I like this though, that I'm cutting pieces off them. Like I don't know if I get the chance to trip. Like what the fuck is going on?
Yep.
Right here.
Special mushroom.
Man.
Yeah, but like this mushroom's sexy.
It got Cho and Nikki all of a sudden.
Yeah, dude. And I don't know what kind of context it's trying to suggest. Like, oh, I'm gonna make you hallucinate, or like I don't know what's going on.
Kanokoichi, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Kanokoniki. There we go.
I don't know what I'm slicing off of it too.
Pieces of it.
Yeah, it's family.
Its brain.
All the
it becomes less and less capable of doing things as you take away its means of thought.
I'm just trying to throw this dagger.
It dashed right through it. It's like a fighting game. Dash to the special move.
Well, also, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but like counters.
Yeah.
And I still have yet to determine like for example, if a low attack against a high strike will be considered a counter, but anytime that a counter is used, it immediately does more damage, which is great.
Which I just kind of thought to myself, why doesn't Vanillaware make a fighting game?
You know,
that'd be fucking amazing.
Fucking
Vanillaware cross Arc System Works. Can you imagine?
Oh my god, Sarah, I just fucked my microphone when you said that. So hard.
He just rubbed the nub. Now, see, this is where the fairy's explaining that like Nutsville hates fairies right now. They fucking really dislike them. So she's gonna go and visit.
The whole thing is like just a bad thing altogether. That's probably why I didn't come to the States, because all this hate crime shit that's going on right now.
Yeah, well, there is tobacco
fairies.
use, drug use,
constantly hating fairies and stuff like that. It's terrible.
I think it's
Meanwhile,
one of those
Grand Theft Auto,
situations.
just saying.
It's one like remember Slayer, that anime?
Yeah, I love that.
Remember
show.
how like it had like a lot of limited OVA releases, but never really fully came to the States, and that's because between like its sexualized nature and other shit.
Whoa. The whole thing did come out here.
The whole thing did? Really?
Yeah, pretty much. There was Slayer's Next, Slayer's Gorgeous, Slayer's Excellent, then the 3 OVAs.
Is this pre-anime Renaissance or post-anime Renaissance?
Anime Renaissance. Basically, like 1999 to 2000, that was it.
Well, yeah, see, like, but that anime was like, alright, I guess it's semantics to really argue. Oh, yeah, so here's some stupid shit. You guys ready for the stupid shit?
Sure.
Alright, so half of the village has been turned to ducks, right? So, you guys notice how, like, the maps open up? And how I'm going to travel to a different area to move on? In order for that to happen, I'm going to need to talk to everybody in town. Guess who else I got to fucking talk to?
Ducks.
The ducks! And you know all this is just quack?
Pixel perfect.
Back at you. They have nothing substantial to say.
You have to talk to the right duck.
Yeah, like this baker's wife, she's just like, oh, my child out there, she's one of the dumb ducks. Or he is one of the dumb ducks. It's a son. And that's pretty much it. I'm just trying to make sure I hit my bases, but originally, when I'm going along trying to figure out what to do, so here, for example, is where I should be going on my merry way. But I don't know if I didn't really just pay any mind to read the guide, but yeah, you gotta fucking talk to the ducks. Like, and see, this sort of endeavor too, like, and it's not just the ducks, it's the little ducklings that you gotta talk to. This is the mayor, who kind of lets you know that the fairies are assholes. Again, kind of what I think really hurts Princess Crown as far as it not aging well. Because I'll give you this. Like, and again, I'm not trying to be a bitch about it because I understand that there is a language barrier. But like, when you know you have to talk to everyone, and the fact that like the semantics of a duck being one of the fucking like, and like the translation, go ahead and read it. It's just fucking quack. What significance do I get out of talking to the duck? So I'm trying to see here. This is the point where you can see I'm confused. I know that I need to go beyond Nutsville to like get to the fairies, but it's not being presented to me. Eventually, I'll figure out it's the ducks that I gotta talk to. It's fucking dumb, you guys. I don't know. I'm personally.
This is kind of, I don't know. I guess if you wanted to complete the collection, it'd be good to have, but I'm kind of okay with what we have over here.
Yeah, and I feel bad because I know you were super looking forward. I'm like, man.
I mean, it's one of those things. I mean, rose-tinted glasses, you know? Yeah, the such as like fond, you know, I don't even have a nostalgia for playing the game. I just have a nostalgia of like seeing the game and wondering what is this? You know, why isn't this here? And this is before, you know, I played stuff like Odin Sphere or Muramasa. You know, I'd seen screenshots of this game even before those. I was like, oh, this looks awesome. Like, this is for the Saturn? Sweet. Like, I should definitely check this out. And just, you know, just kind of gave up on it, like, you know, time and time again. But now kind of seeing it, you know, I'm kind of like, well, I'm okay with what we have here. I think we got the better end of the deal, you know, for the most part. Although if they wanted to redo this, but even like the combat that I'm not really too fond of. I don't know, it just doesn't really.
Well, and even then, like, you're not playing it either. It's really slow
to play. Yeah.
Oh God, like moving around with her in play. So here we go. I'm talking to all the ducks. There's that one.
Is this what you want? That's what you wanted.
This is what the fucking game wanted. And believe it or not, after talking to the ducks, the mayor will have something different to tell you. So now the contextual objective has been filled. I can fucking leave this miserable town now, this little village of horse shit. So you know, and I'm at this point I'm debating if there's anything from the shop that I want to get, because I did see that ring, but really there's really nothing else to equip so early in the game. But yeah, that difficulty curve, man, is... And here we go. I can now travel south. Ducks, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's the key.
here is where I confront the other fairies. There are bad fairies that are basically that are smearing the name. So you saw that sweet little move that I just did.
Mm-hmm.
That involves some fucking quarter circles. I've been trying to do it the entire time. It's the only time I've managed to do it. Every other time, like I tried.
And it was kind of off screen, so we didn't really get a chance to see it.
Yeah, but you know the combat. It's got a pretty cool premise. Oh, split that fucker in half. Oh, god damn, I'm fucking violent. I love that she takes your sword away from him. Like, all right, that's enough.
And done.
Yeah, that's enough. But it's pretty clunky, man. I don't know. I think that's really what I left this with. Like, you know, I probably should be a bit more forgiving because this is Vanillaware's very first like fucking endeavor. So,
was it really their very first game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Back before they were Vanillaware.
I guess for that to be from what 97 originally, that's not bad.
Yeah. Fucking. What were they called? Like, I think this is actually internal. This was like, yeah, this was a second party team that was exclusive to Sega, and then they split in '97. Right after this, they were Dunyan Rings. I am actually missing one component to fight these fairies. I completely forgot, and that's when they introduce also an incredibly familiar looking character who I didn't really take the opportunity to do more research, but I'm pretty sure is a crossover character between this and Odin Sphere.
Oh,
you guys will see her.
I'm sure that's all tied universes. I would hope. I think that'd be cool if they did.
Yeah. So funny enough, not like it's weird because it's not technically a Vanillaware game, but I'm sort of looking into it because George Kamitani, he's like the mastermind behind Vanillaware. He also did another game for Square Enix, Fantasy Earth Zero, which was a PC-only title. And not only that, it was... Let's see here. Oh, it was a game in 2006, too. And he did that right before he officially branded Vanillaware. Okay, so that's what it was. And it was a MMO. Wow. Even crazier. So what was I going to say? There's also I think Sarah Sarah did bring it up the other day. Kumatanachi, that DS fucking game.
Oh yeah, that one there, yeah.
Even weirder. You guys want to know what kind of game it is?
What's that?
Like pet simulator or something, a zoo simulator, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a life simulation game.
That is weird. Huh.
It is, yeah. There's no slashing or dashing or killing or fighting. Really, really fucking weird. Don't know exactly how well that'll translate into doing a play if we have like violence is universal. So like
Yeah. I don't know if we'll do all those games.
Yeah. But here are the same fucking goblin fucks who have been robbing me this whole time. They're also airborne enemies who also are really keen on taunting you, but these guys
Sweet
are the
spin
first
moves
bosses.
too. Very sweet spin moves.
Yeah. At this point, considering that they're primarily airborne, I'm going to throw some daggers at them. Notice that the daggers have been reusable, like after they hit their target, and I could just pick them back up.
Yeah.
That dagger, once I threw it, fucking disappeared, so I can only assume that they're all exhaustible. I still have no idea what the fuck that thing is on the ground that dropped, but
yeah,
I don't think I'll be able to reach in time. I think,
shell.
Yep.
Something.
It got robbed. Right when I killed that fucking dude, too.
Clams. It took clams from you.
Oysters.
Oysters. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, oysters. Thank you.
Seashells. Seashell, sea hell. Seahorses rule.
Mussels.
And I didn't understand the significance of the frying pan, but I looked it up later. You can cook in this game. And
oh, God. Just like
yeah.
Typical
and Dragon's
food porn.
Crown, too, really.
There you go.
Yeah, they all have that. Huh.
But, of course, because I wasn't pixel fucking perfect to grab it, I got robbed by the goblin. Because of course!
Yeah, because goblins.
Yeah. So here's where I encounter the first major boss. These are the mini bosses that fucking guard her little area in the worn hut. So the witch needs to be taken care of by the fairies, who the fairies are being blamed for wrongly. Guys, let me know if this witch seems familiar to you.
The duck.
Well, no, it's the duck. It's a duck, but
That's saying more than quack.
the duck and the frog are not as they seem. And see, notice how they're speaking things. They're not just quacking at you.
Yeah.
That look familiar to you?
Wasn't there a character like that in Known Sphere?
Yep. It's the same witch.
Well, yeah, isn't it? You can play the character though, yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
think you can play as a character in here, but she acts as
No.
the very first boss. So inherently, like, the games are definitely linked.
Mhm.
I didn't really do the direct research to find out how, but they're all in the same storybook. That's the implication that George Kamitani wanted to do. And plus that name. And she's fucking fast, dude. She's fast as shit. And yeah. I can't move that fast. There's nothing that lets me move as fast as her. And I've got fruit that just gives me 10 goddamn hit points. I can't pick up the cool thing she dropped, cause you know I'm fucking off by so many pixels or some dumb shit. I don't know. She does a lot of damage too. But yeah, and what the fuck? I'm still getting robbed too. The goblins are
Goddamn.
still robbing me.
Like mine. Barely dropped that, and it fucking happened already.
But yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like I really should have had this fight in the bag. But she's got some really fast moves that fuck with you. And as you can tell, I'm stopping realizing, all right, I'm pretty low in health.
And
What the fuck was that?
Oh, damn.
Where and how could I have
Whoa.
done any of this?
There's no way. Hell no. And then she fucking sent you to hell.
Yeah. Fall down from the book world. So I was sent back to the very beginning.
Hey, isn't a book world just an atlas? Huh? Huh?
Either way, that's Princess Crown. It's hard as shit. If I were to hit continue, I would have started all over, because it...
God.
Yeah. And
That's bullshit. Some quick saves here.
Vanillaware's first foray. We're going to continue this little series of plays. Until then, we hope you guys got to check out the game we never got. Probably a reason for that.
Yeah.